Hello, this is Binni here. Today this video is about gold. If you look at the earlier video that I talked about gold, a comprehensive guide to buying gold, I was using the US 10-year yield to explain why we should be looking at gold at that point of time, and gold price was about 2,000 per ounce. Now today gold is trading at 3,350, and I'm going to take a look from the dollar point of view, the US dollar point of view, and talk about why we should still be looking at gold today. As you know, Trump started the tariffs back in April 2025, but before that, we've already seen gold heading higher. Now that's because gold is a natural hedge to inflation, but not only that, gold is inversely correlated to US dollar. Now, one of the objectives of Trump tariff is to make the US dollar cheaper. So let's take a look into the chart of dollar index, which is the measurement of the strength of US dollar to understand the price of US dollar probably in the next 1 to 2 years. This is the chart of dollar index over 2015 to 2025 in a 10-year span. You can see that probably it's broken into two halves. One will be the lower half where the dollar index stays below 100, and the other one would be where the dollar index stays above 100. Now let's take a look from 2022 until now. So far, the dollar index has been staying above 100. It never seen itself below the 100 value. But recently, we've seen that the dollar index has been hovering below 100, and right now it's trading below 100, about 99.23. It has been hovering at the low of the range for a while already. Previously, every time that it bounces off this green support level here, and that's about 99.50, it was able to rebound quite easily. So that was the point where it rebounded. But now we've seen that the dollar index attempted to move higher, but it soon failed. So in my prediction, if we are taking a look at the 10-year movement of the dollar index, essentially with its two movement, one would be below 100, the other one would be above 100, then a break below 100 could see the dollar index slowly moving towards the low of the range, which would be near to 90. Time will be unknown, but from the technical point of view, the dollar is still quite weak right now. Take a look at the price of dollar versus USD. If you look at the moving averages, there's only one direction. It's still heading up. But what I like to point out is duration of each of the consolidation. Every time we saw that, there was a bit of a consolidation, a length of consolidation before it heads up. Then there's also this consolidation here before it heads up. Before that, near to the 2,800, there was a consolidation. Now, each of the consolidation, if you look at my drawing here, it's about 11 bars, 10 to 11 bars, right? And that means it's 10 to 11 weeks. That's about a 3 months consolidation. Now, assuming that we are right now at a consolidation, then we are still not at that 11 to 12 bars. That means 11 to 12 weeks. So we're probably still going to have a little bit more consolidation before gold starts towards its next rally. Instruments to invest into gold. It's not the first time that I've explained why we are looking at ETF. If you do not want to hold in the physical gold, you don't want to get into the hassle of going to the jewelry shop to buy gold, or like me, the queue at the banks to buy gold bars, then you can use the broker platform to buy into the gold ETF. There are two gold ETFs listed in Singapore. One will be what you're seeing now, which is GSD. The other one is O87. So this O87 is denominated in USD. So this will be O87. The other one would be GSD. Now, if you don't want to change your Sing dollar into USD, alright, because as I mentioned, there might be a chance for USD to hit lower, then you want to consider GSD because this ETF is denominated in Sing dollar. As you can see from the chart here, it is showing an uptrend. Alright, now as I said, every time there might be like a retracement or correction period, right? And then one of the things I like to point out that is the use of RSI. So RSI measure the strength of the price in relation to the past period, and I'm using this RSI here, which is the 7 period, okay, on a weekly chart. So see that every time the RSI hits towards the low, which is below 50, hits towards below 50, we can see a corresponding low of price of GSD. And right now, it is still not below 50 yet. There might be a chance that it might not, all right, but there might be a chance that it might be to head towards and go below 50. So do look out if ever it goes below 50, because so far it has been a very good indication in this uptrend of gold, all right, where RSI is below 50 and hook up, and that becomes a historically a good buy point or good entry point for GSD. All right, I hope that this video is helpful to help you understand a little bit more on gold. All right, if you want to know about my prediction on how high gold might go to, do refer to my previous video. And thanks a lot for watching. And if you can, remember to click the subscribe button. Thank you.